What's up, agents? Zero here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a simple item duplication machine. Now, before I go ahead and get started, I have to give credit where credit is due because that's the kind of person I am. I actually ended up finding this out from MCPEMat. He's actually one of the other SMP members on the server NewLands, so huge props to him. However, that's not the end of the story. He told me that he found it out about this machine by seeing something similar elsewhere on YouTube. So, Matt, while I will go ahead and give you thanks for showing me this in the first place, I would like to ask that if you're watching, to go ahead and let me know down in the comments exactly where you found this out, because if I can give credit to where credit is due, every single place, I mean, you showed me this already, so I already gave you thanks for that. But if I can properly thank the real person that found out this, how this works, then I would love to be able to do so. So anyway, basically this item duplication glitch, first off, you can only have this work properly in survival mode. However, to make things easier, I am in fact going to be building this on creative mode just so I can do it a lot faster. Now, the resources that you're going to need in order to build this is a chest. If you decide you want to do a double chest, that is completely up to you. That's perfectly fine. You're going to need a hopper. You're going to need a minecart with a hopper, a single rail. You're going to need an item frame, 11 building blocks. Now, I do want to go and mention that these 11 building blocks also include temporary blocks, so keep that in mind. You're also going to need a piston. You're going to need something to activate the piston. I find redstone blocks the easiest thing to use. And then you're also going to need something of which you decide you're going to end up duplicating. In my case, I'm going to be using a diamond. Now, building this item duplication machine is actually very simple. The first thing that you want to do is go ahead and break down 2 blocks just like this. Go ahead and place down your chest in the front. Now, again, if you guys want to go ahead and make this a double chest, you definitely can. Just break 1 block to either side. Now, go ahead and come to the back of it, get out your hopper, crouch down, because if you don't crouch down, you go into the chest inventory. So crouch down, place your hopper going directly into the chest. Go ahead and get out your blocks and place blocks in a pattern just like this. So basically, this looks like one of the T blocks from Tetris, if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that means you've never played Tetris, which actually is a huge surprise. So now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and place down a rail on the center block right here. Place down your minecart with a hopper on top of it. Break the block underneath it. It should fall down, and the rail should, in fact, go ahead and fall into the chest. And obviously did duplicate, but that's only because I'm in creative mode. Now what you want to do is you want to place a block directly above your chest. So just like this. Go ahead and take your piston. You're going to face it in this direction. So it's going to be pushing this block. Go ahead and activate your piston. That'll push the block directly onto the hopper with the minecart. Now, you do in fact want to go ahead and keep the remainder of the blocks there, because they'll make sure that the minecart does not move around. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and build up 3 blocks up like this. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these blocks are temporary. Keep that in mind. All 3 of these blocks are temporary. Go ahead and build out 1 block to all 4 sides of that. There you go. Now go ahead and break all 3 of these blocks, then place in your item frame. Now, the machine itself is actually done at this point. This machine is now completely built, ready to use. But now you actually need to know how to actually use, because there is a particular method of which you need to know in order to be able to use this properly. The first thing you need to do is you need to be in survival mode, because this does not work in creative mode. I tested this. Just trust me on this. This machine does not work on creative mode. So make sure that when you're doing this, you are in fact in survival mode. So what you want to go ahead and do, actually let me go ahead and quickly empty out my inventory real quick, because I like having a clean inventory. So now what you want to do is you want to stand on top of this chest as close to the blocks as you possibly can. Go ahead and place your item inside of the item frame and then take it back out. Now, as you can tell, it went into my inventory. But if we go ahead and look inside of the chest, as you can tell, it actually ended up duplicating the item. So, whereas we started off with 1 diamond, we actually now have 2 diamonds. So let me go ahead and show you this once again. So I go ahead and place the item inside, break it. It'll go into my inventory, so I have 2 diamonds once again. And it is now in the chest this time. So now we have 3. Now, I think I understand exactly why this is working the way it is. I think what is happening is that the hopper minecart, because of the way hopper minecarts work, if I were to go ahead and place an item down this, if I just go ahead and throw it down, the hopper minecart is going to end up picking up that item, and that's exactly what's happening. So what I think is what's causing this is the hopper minecart is picking this item up at the exact same time that your character is putting it back into their inventory. I think those 2 things are happening at the exact same time, and is the reason why this machine is working the way it is. Now, I do want to go ahead and mention right now that because of this, this is technically a glitch. This is something that is happening in Minecraft that should not be happening in the first place. So I do want to go ahead and mention right now, if you're watching this video sometime later than when it was originally published, you build this and it does not work, that probably means that Mojang has in fact patched this glitch. So if it doesn't work, do not blame me for it not working. Blame Mojang for patching it and preventing it from working in the first place. I do want to go ahead and mention that right now, because I know eventually if Mojang finds out about this, they're going to fix this. So personally, I'd like to think that even though this is technically cheating, if you have something that you're kind of short of, you can go ahead and make use of this right now. And you will make use of this. Actually, I probably shouldn't even be telling you to make use of it right now, because again, it's cheating. But other than that, this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. One more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Stews. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.